This episode of Tidy 80s Guys, 80s and 90s Video World is dedicated to Lisa, Scott, and my dad. Hey everybody, I am the one, the only Tidy 80s Guy, and welcome to episode 22 of Tidy 80s Guys, 80s and 90s Video World. No, there's not any regular theme song or a continuation of Late Christmas Video World. And it's definitely not the continuation of the Pitter Pot story from the last episode. Instead, this is an intermission, or as I call it, an intermission between part 1 and 2 of the Pitter Pot story. The reasons this episode took so long to finish were first, because I got the Nintendo Switch on March 3rd, and a few days later I was playing dozens and dozens of hours of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And two of my best friends, Lisa Miller and Scott Hudson, also played some. And we spent a lot of time having parties as well. That, along with a lot of spring cleaning here at the museum. So thanks a lot to Lisa Miller, Scott Hudson, and especially my dad, Richard Nix, for all your help making this place look better than it ever has. And after all this time, TYME, I've decided to define the TY-neesode again. And from now on, a TY-neesode will be no longer than under 8 minutes long. So even though it will be a week until the next episode of Video World, you can still use this time to go and get some snacks like popcorn, Papa John's pizza, and A&W root beer, or whatever drinks you want to have with it. Truly classic snacks, food, and drinks. But as you go get something to eat and drink, please listen as I give you several glimpses into the future of Video World. First off, I have a greatly big announcement to make. What I'm about to announce is something that I should have given you months ago. I'm talking all the way back to season 1 of Video World and my behind the scenes series for Video World, Tiny Ty Talk. And with this, I'm planning to make our YouTube dreams come true. Drum roll, please. It's the Logitech C920 HD Pro webcam. With this, I'll be able to make videos in 1080p and HD. The sound should also be a lot better too. There is a speaker on each side for stereo sound. A whole lot less scratchier than with this webcam. But these greatly big changes will not be taking place until the beginning of season 3. I told myself when I got my tax refund check back, I was going to buy this webcam. It was $76 or $77 with tax, and that included the $3.75 2-year warranty from Amazon. With season 3 being greatly improved, that means that season 1 and season 2 will be getting some greatly special treatment. So after episode 24, season 2 will be complete. That means that in season 3, in episode 25, I will start promoting something known as 80s and 90s Video World Classic Sodes. This is where I will mention an episode or episodes from season 1 or 2 to promote them again. The same goes for my first and only season of my behind the scenes series, Tiny Ty Talk. I've used this retro style of filming with a very low budget visual and sound quality for far too long. So in Season 3, this series is getting a greatly big makeover! One change to this season that I want to talk about is that the next episode, episode 23, was planned to be starring Louis Fluis, the flying harmonica fish, and only Louis Fluis, the flying harmonica fish. But now, since I've got this new HD webcam, I've decided to move this episode to Season 3. So for those who really wanted to see this, sorry Tyler Treese, you just have to wait a little longer. Last, I'm going to give you some previews of what to expect in Season 3. A couple weeks ago, cast member photos were taken, and here are the ones who will be in Season 3. Louis Fluis, the flying harmonica fish. Super Mario, Super Luigi Mario, and Dr. Emmett Lathrop Brown, PhD. So all the cast will be returning in Season 3. All of their contracts were renegotiated, and you will find out more about that in the Season 2 finale. I've also planned for there to be a major focus on the upcoming game Super Mario Odyssey on the Nintendo Switch, and whatever really cool Nintendo Switch stuff is shown off this year. I also plan to show more on Treefall Studios. And last and certainly not least, there will be some episodes based on this classic 80s adventure movie. Hey you guys! The Goonies! So there you go. There's a lot to look forward to in Season 3! Now the episode is over. Have a great night or day, depending on where you are, and be fantastically chipperific. Bye. Yeah, I know my bye was very weak, so bye! No, I'm not going yet. I just want you to know that there will be a lot more 80s and 90s content in Season 3 than there was in Season 2. So until next week, which hopefully I'll have it done by then, will be part 2 of the Pitter Pot story. So till then, bye! Yo!